Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the cryptic messages from the world of business and finance. Today we're looking at Treace Medical Concepts Inc., and a report that might just be giving us a sneak peek into their future, or maybe just a summary of their recent past. Let's see what secrets are hidden within. Before we dive in, if you love getting clear, no-nonsense insights from official company reports like this, make sure you are subscribed. Also, we've got a fantastic community Discord server linked in the description below where we break down these reports even further. So what we have here is a Form 8K filing from Treace Medical Concepts Inc. Think of an 8K as a company's way of telling the public something important happened right now, something that could affect investors. This specific report is dated the 13th of January 2026, and it mainly covers events that also took place on that very same day. Treace Medical Concepts Incorporated, as they're known, are involved in the medical device space, specifically focusing on surgical solutions for bone conditions. They are incorporated in Delaware and their stock trades on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol TMSI. Their common stock is listed on the Nasdaq Global Select Market. This is a big deal because it means they are part of a major stock exchange, which usually requires a certain level of financial health and transparency. Now, here is where things get interesting. The company is telling us about their preliminary unaudited financial results for the quarter and the full year ending the 31st of December 2025. The key takeaway here is that they've released a press release about these numbers. This means they are giving us a heads up on how they performed right before the end of last year. Since it is preliminary and unaudited, these are not the final, official numbers you'd find in a more detailed report, but they give us a very good indication of their financial standing. This press release is attached as Exhibit 99.1. It is important to note that information like this, furnished under Item 2.02, isn't considered officially filed. In the same way as a full financial statement, this is a bit of a technical detail, but it essentially means the company is providing information but not taking on the same level of legal liability for it as they would for, say, their audited annual reports. Following up on that, we have Item 7.01, which is about Regulation FD disclosure. This regulation ensures that all investors receive important company information at the same time. Here, Treace Medical Concepts Incorporated is letting us know they've also posted an investor presentation. This investor presentation, dated the 13th of January 2026, is furnished as Exhibit 99.2. Presentations like these are often used to explain their financial results and future outlook to investors, analysts, and other interested parties. They intend to use this presentation for various meetings. And this is particularly relevant because it mentions they will be presenting at the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference on the 14th of January 2026. This conference is a major event in the healthcare industry, so drawing attention there means they're aiming to make a significant impression. Think of it as a big stage for them to showcase their achievements and plans. So, the core of this filing revolves around these two exhibits. Exhibit 99.1, the press release with preliminary financial results, and Exhibit 99.2, the investor presentation. Essentially, they're giving the market a preview of their 2025 performance, and likely a look ahead. This investor presentation is key. It's where companies often paint their most optimistic picture and highlight their strategic wins. Since it is being presented at a major conference like JP Morgan Healthcare Conference, we can expect it to be polished and focused on the positive aspects of their business. The report is signed off by Mark L. Hare, the Chief Financial Officer. This signifies that the company leadership is aware of and stands behind the information being disclosed. Now, let's get to the heart of it, the numbers, even if they're preliminary. While this 8K doesn't contain the full financial tables themselves, it references the press release and presentation where those crucial figures live. We have to infer what was in those documents, but the fact they are disclosing preliminary results for 2025 tells us they want investors to have a very current understanding of their financial health. Usually companies using an 8K for this purpose are highlighting strong performance or updating investors on significant developments that they can't wait to share. They would want to showcase any revenue growth, improved profitability, or positive trends in their operational metrics. For instance, if they saw a significant jump in sales or perhaps a reduction in the costs associated with their innovative surgical products, that would be front and center. The real story here, hidden between the lines and within those referenced exhibits, is likely one of growth or a strategic pivot. Treace Medical Concepts Incorporated is in the business of medical devices, specifically for bone procedures. This is a competitive but growing market. A strong performance heading into 2026 would signal that their products are resonating with surgeons and hospitals. We would be looking for indications of increased market share, successful new product introductions, or expansion into new geographical regions. Conversely, if the preliminary numbers showed stalled growth or increased losses, the narrative would shift towards challenges and the need for a revised strategy. Think about it this way: if their revenue from selling their implants and instruments has jumped by, say 20%, that is not just a number. That could mean they are winning business from competitors, that surgeons find their technology superior, or that they've successfully increased the adoption of their minimally invasive techniques. Similarly, if their cost of goods sold has decreased, even by a few percentage points, that could mean better manufacturing efficiency or stronger supplier relationships, leading to fatter profit margins. The mention of the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference is a significant external context. This is where major players and investors gather to discuss the future of healthcare for Treace Medical Concepts. Incorporated to be presenting there, especially with preliminary financial results in hand, suggests they feel confident about their position and prospects. They are likely aiming to attract further investment, secure strategic partnerships, or announce significant business developments. The dates are very telling: the 13th of January for the filing and press release, and the 14th of January for the JP Morgan presentation. They are essentially feeding the conference attendees with information right before they speak, ensuring maximum impact. Looking at the broader picture for Treace Medical Concepts, Incorporated, their direction seems keenly focused on advancing surgical techniques in orthopedics. The success of their preliminary 2025 numbers, whatever they are, will be a critical indicator of whether they are gaining traction in this highly technical field. The risks for a company like this often involve regulatory hurdles, competition from larger established players, and the long sales cycles typical in the healthcare industry. However, the opportunity lies in disruptive innovation, creating better, less invasive, and more effective surgical solutions, which can command premium pricing and capture significant market share. In conclusion, this 8K filing, while brief, serves as a powerful announcement. It tells us that Treace Medical Concepts Incorporated is ready to share its preliminary financial story for 2025, and it is doing so on the eve of a major industry event. The real substance is within the press release and investor presentation. Investors should be scrutinizing those documents for signs of strong revenue growth, improved operational efficiency, and strategic progress. If the numbers are good, it paints a picture of a company on the rise. If not, it might signal challenges ahead. So, what is your take on Treace Medical Concepts Incorporated based on this filing in the context of the JP Morgan conference? Do you think they are on a winning streak, or are there underlying concerns? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this deep dive valuable, please hit that like button. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe for more of these corporate disclosures decoded. And hey, if you want to join a community where we dissect these reports and talk finance, check out the Discord link in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next decode.